Hey guys, welcome to or back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Iris. Today I'm going to share everything I spent in a week as a student living in the Netherlands. I get a lot of questions on my Instagram and in the comments from you guys asking how much I pay for my rent, for my groceries, just life in general in the Netherlands. So I thought this would be an interesting video. Obviously we are still in a pandemic and my expenses are definitely a little bit different from what they were. I wanted to say usually, but it has been like this for almost a year now, so this is kind of my standard now. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. Let's start with some of the basics, so rent and tuition. In the Netherlands, it's pretty normal to rent a room in a shared house as a student. It definitely depends where you study, in which city you live. We have the more cheaper cities like Eindhoven and Tilburg, and then you have the very expensive cities like Amsterdam and Utrecht. And I think Nijmegen, where I live, is pretty much in the middle. But as I said, it is pretty normal to rent a room. So water, electricity and gas is all included. Sometimes you have to pay for Wi-Fi separately, but I pay 380 euros and 50 cents a month for 12 square meters, so that would be 79 euros and 62 cents a week. In the Netherlands, whenever you see a lot of bikes in front of a house, then I guarantee you that that's a student house. So it really depends where you live and what you want. I live in an all-girls house with 4 other girls and we share the kitchen and the bathroom. We don't have a living room, but like I said, really depends where you live. I would recommend checking on Facebook groups. I will link some of the names of the Facebook groups that I know here in Nijmegen. But most rooms you can find on things like Facebook. I am currently looking for a different place. Really happy here in the area where I live, but I just feel like I'm ready for something bigger. Then tuition. I am studying at Radboud University, but I think it's pretty much the same on every university. I pay 2,100 and something a year, but you can choose whether you want to pay it all at once at the beginning of the year or spread it over 10 months. And that's what I'm doing. I am very fortunate that my parents are paying for my tuition, but I did want to put it into this video to give you a full idea of what it's like to live in the Netherlands. And obviously as a student you pay tuition. Like I said, I pay it monthly and that's 214 euros and 30 cents. So that would be 53 euros and 57 cents a week. So like I said, my parents pay for my tuition, and next to that I have a student loan. I pay my rent from that loan, and I used to always have a job on the side, but because of COVID I'm not able to work. I work in hospitality and everything is closed. Yeah, like I said, I'm very grateful and I know that I'm very lucky to have parents that are able to support me. But I used to always have a job, and next month I'm starting my internship, so I will have some extra money as well, and that way my parents can spend a little less on me. Then I also thought I would include Spotify and Netflix because I do pay for that monthly, and I just want to make this video as complete as I can. So for Spotify and Netflix, I share that with my brother. Spotify is 3 euros a month, so 75 cents a week, and Netflix is 4 euros and 66 cents a month, so 1 euro and 70 cents a week, around the 70 cents per week. Then moving on to the thing that I spent most of my money on, food. I'm just gonna go through every day of the week and tell you what I bought and also what I had for dinner, so I can give you an idea of what I do with the food that I buy. So on Monday I like to go to Lidl. Here in the Netherlands it really depends where you live and which supermarket you have close to your home. We have an Albert Heijn and a Co-op, which are definitely more of the expensive supermarkets here, but they do sell like all the brands, and Lidl and Aldi, we have those in the Netherlands as well. They are great supermarkets for fruits and veg, and I try to get as much as I can there, but they don't sell brands like Alpro and I don't know, Violife, the vegan cheeses, the meat replacements, although they do have very good ones these days. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, on Monday I went to Lidl and I got all of my basics, so my fruits and veg for that week. I also buy my coffee there, canned beans, tortilla wraps, those kind of things. And I spent 18 euros and 9 cents that week at Lidl. For breakfast I normally have yogurt or oatmeal because that's just the only thing that I like in the morning, so I have that every single day. And then for lunch I usually have bread. I'm such a Dutch girl, I love bread for lunch, so either bread or leftovers or my favorite noodles. But yeah, that day I just had oatmeal and I think avocado toast for lunch. And at evening, David and I actually celebrated my 1K subscribers, so we ordered sushi. And yeah, my parents paid for that because we were celebrating my 1K, but I did want to mention it in this video to give you an idea what it's like to order food here in the Netherlands. I think it's pretty expensive actually, and I think I order maybe once every month, even less. I think I order like a vegan pizza whenever I'm hungover, or David and I like to order sushi every once in a while. I liked to go out for dinner or lunch or drinks before COVID, so I'm definitely saving money on that these days. I don't really think that I save a lot of money since COVID happened, but anyway, that's, I don't know, that's something I need to work on. But yeah, that day we ordered sushi. We got quite a lot. It was 35 euros and 25 cents. On Tuesday I went to Albert Heijn to get some things that I couldn't buy at Lidl the day before, so I went to get my VLI vegan cheese because that evening I made some homemade burritos. They were so good. I just had some tortillas with spinach, beans, corn, some tomato, rice, yeah, just lots of good stuff. Avocado, forgot to say that, very important. Yeah, it was delicious. That's one of my favorite things to make. I spent 5 euros and 10 cents that day at Albert Heijn. On Wednesday I only bought a bottle of wine because I had online drinks with my friends that day. I bought a bottle of red wine and it was 3 euros and 99 cents. I don't think alcohol is that expensive here in the Netherlands. When you go out for drinks, you pay 4 euros for a glass of wine. So 4 euros for a bottle isn't that much. And then at evening I had some tteokbokki with leftover veg that I had to finish that day. Super easy, but yeah, very good. On Thursday I went for a sunrise walk by myself, and I went to get some takeaway coffee. I ordered an oat milk cappuccino. That's my go-to order whenever I get coffee to go. That was 2 euros and 90 cents. I like to get a coffee to go because I want to support the local cafes here in my neighborhood. I like to go out and have a coffee, so yeah, I had the most beautiful sunrise, and yeah, I was just really happy in that moment. And that day I also went to the co-op to buy some oat milk because I ran out, and I also went to buy my favorite kimchi noodles. That's what I had for lunch. And then that evening I had some leftover burritos again from Tuesday. And then on Friday we celebrated David's dad's birthday, so I went to their place and we ordered some pokeball. I had a vegan tofu pokeball, but yeah, obviously I didn't pay for it, so that was really nice and it was delicious. So I didn't spend anything on Friday. Good for me. Then on Saturday I went back to Nijmegen, and I like to go to the Asian supermarket whenever I come back to Nijmegen because it's on the way here. So I ordered a few of my favorite spicy noodles. The Samyang chicken flavored spicy noodles are my favorite ever, so I got a few of those. And then I also stopped by Jumbo that day to get some soy yogurt. The Oriental was 2 euros and 40 cents. The Jumbo was 3 euros and 11 cents. And then that evening I also went to Albert Heijn again because that evening Annelot and I had vegan pizza, and I like the cauliflower crust. They are a little expensive, but they are so delicious. I will put the brand somewhere here. We put some zucchini, paprika, mushrooms, arugula, spinach, just a lot of things. I love pizza. And I also had the veal live cheese from that same week, so we finished everything. But I spent €4.70 that day at Albert Heijn as well. Then on Sunday I had my spicy noodles for lunch, and David came over that evening. I still had a lot of things left, so we only had to buy a few things, and we split dinner that day, so I didn't really pay anything extra. That basically sums up everything that I spent that week. So to sum up, I spent €121.39 that week. Like I said, I didn't include the tuition and the takeaway because I don't pay for that, but I still wanted to give you the full picture. So I think I included everything, but if you think of things that I didn't talk about in this video, please let me know in the comments and I will try to answer your questions there. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.